Good evening from Piscataway, New Jersey, where the spotlight shines on the first game of Week 1 of 2026 and the start of another exciting weekend of college football. Tonight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights welcome the UMass Minutemen for an early season showdown with plenty to prove. UMass will lean on senior linebacker Tyler Martin to lead a defense looking to slow down one of the Big Ten's most explosive young duos. Rutgers counters with dynamic junior wide receiver KJ Duff and fellow junior running back Antoine Raymond, a tandem capable of turning any play into a highlight. It's the first Thursday night stage of the new season, a chance to build momentum, and another opportunity to make a statement before the rest of the nation takes the field. Week 1 is underway. UMass and Rutgers are ready to kick it off.
A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UMass Minutemen and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with Coach Harris Semiak before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So UMass's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Scarlet Knights offense has the ball first today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The transfer has it his first carry. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Watson. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Hauls it in at the 25. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Makes it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. Sweet cut there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. He's up to 55 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continue the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going with the counter play here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And tackled there by the defense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They're testing the right side here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man, it's Watson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It'll be a draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Watson. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the tight end. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Adkins.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Finding some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's the pressure. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Back to pass, it's Watson. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Hey, we saw this QB on the last drive. He had some success, right? The defense does a much better job getting to him, irritating him, frustrating him, and then most importantly, being able to catch him. And usually that's by committee, right? Not one guy going to get him on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
UMass will line up to punt it away. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Off play action on 1st down. Working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Benjamin. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Now the play fake. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to pass, it's Watson. Rushes on him, and down he goes. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through a man, he might have some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Just a little off. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Going long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Makes one man miss. Good gain there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Watson. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Now over to your game in Piscataway. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Got a little grass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. UMass quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Watson. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick six. The give from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. It's a way and a beauty headed toward the sideline.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down UMass. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to run for it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down. Here on maybe some room here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Trying the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Pulls it on the option. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll keep it again on the option. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds a little space. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw, it's Watson. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the middle. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He got it. The lead is now back down to 9.
Well, that kid just showed up. Hits a hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now they'll try the right side. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Steps away. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. The Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Watson. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Chuck it away just as he was hit. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Here's a little room there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. UMass quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Watson. Here's a heat. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and breaks into the open. They make the stop, but a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll run play action. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The UMass offense returns to the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running inside, it's Benjamin. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Watson. Under fire. He's on the move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Fires to the big fella. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So it wasn't pretty, but the Rutgers Scarlet Knights get the win in their 2026 season opener at home against UMass, a team that did not win a game all last year. They went 0-12. If it weren't for this first quarter where Rutgers outscored UMass 13-0, UMass outscored Rutgers the rest of the way. The Rutgers defense looked all right, but the Rutgers offense looked pretty rough. Looking at the team stats here, UMass actually had the edge in first down, 16-11. Total offense, 277-222. Rushing yards, 171-111. Passing yards, Rutgers did have a slight edge, 111-106. Third down conversion percentage, UMass had the edge there, 20% to 14%. Turnovers was the big deal. UMass had 3 interceptions thrown. Rutgers did not turn the ball over at all. And time of possession was won by UMass by about 3 minutes. Looking at the player stats for Rutgers, AJ Surace finishes 14 of 28 for 111 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. UMass's William Watson III was 11 of 27 for 78 yards, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Those were backbreakers for UMass. Leading rusher for UMass was Greg Desrosiers Jr., something like that, 13 carries for 76 yards for him. Leading rusher for Rutgers was Clay Thevenin, 19 carries for 81 yards and 1 touchdown. The star running back is Antoine Raymond. He only had 1 carry for 9 yards, and then he was hurt the rest of the game, I guess. Leading receiver for Rutgers was Ben Rothhar. He had 6 catches for 63 yards. For UMass, the leading receiver, we'll give it to Devin Matthews, 4 catches for 51 yards for him. Leading blocker for UMass was Tanner Burlingame. He had 8 pancakes. For Rutgers, it was Dante Chin with 7 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Scarlet Knights, they were led in total tackles by Kevin Levy with 10. Tackles for loss, who was a 4-way tie with 2. Sacks, Jadan Burnett led the way with 1. And a bunch of guys, 3 different guys had interceptions. Zamir Dawood, Kaj Sanders, and DJ Allen all had interceptions for Rutgers. For UMass, there were no interceptions. Romando Johnson had the only sack. Zeron Daniel led the team in tackles for loss with 2, and then he also tied for the team lead in total tackles with TJ McGee. They each had 7. Kicking stats for UMass, Derek Morris made both of his field goal attempts. He had a long of 54. He also made his only extra point attempt. For Rutgers, Jai Patel was 5 of 6 on field goal attempts with a long of 49. He also made his only extra point attempt. Punting for Rutgers, Jacob Anderson had 6 punts for an average of 58.5. Great day for him. UMass's Edward Phillipson had 4 punts for an average of 47 yards per punt. Kick returns for UMass, Devin Matthews had 3 returns for an average of 14.6 yards per return, and Elijah Faulkner had 1 return for 13 yards. For Rutgers, Dylan Braithwaite had 2 returns for an average of 19.5 yards per return, and Jashawn Benjamin had 1 return for 17 yards. Punt returns for Rutgers, Dylan Braithwaite had 2 returns for an average of 7 yards per return, and UMass's Devin Matthews had 4 returns for an average of 10.2 yards per return. Looking at the scoring summary, in the first quarter, Rutgers started strong. They got a 29-yard field goal from Jai Patel, 7-yard touchdown run from Clay Thevenin, and then a 25-yard field goal from Patel. They led 13-0 after 1. In the second quarter, UMass got on the board with a 6-yard touchdown run from William Watson III, the quarterback. Then Patel for Rutgers hits a 48-yard field goal. That makes it 16-7 Rutgers at half. In the third quarter, Patel adds a 32-yard field goal for Rutgers. It was 19-7 going into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, UMass gets a 54-yard field goal from Derek Morris, a 22-yard field goal from Morris, and then Rutgers gets a 40-yard field goal from Patel. That gives you your final score of Rutgers 22, UMass 13. So while there are no moral victories here, at least UMass was competitive on the road against a Big Ten team. A year after going 0-12, they will take it. Rutgers a little probably disappointed, but they still got the win, 22-13. Home field advantage, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights are now 1-0 after defeating UMass at SHI Stadium. Players of the game, Zamir Dawood and Zeron Daniel. And you see Rutgers led in score, the all-important score, and passing yards, but UMass led in total yards and rushing yards. Next game coming your way will be another Thursday evening game. It'll be FCS Midwest at Missouri. That'll probably be an ass-kicking, but we will see you for that next time from Piscataway, New Jersey. Rutgers gets the win over UMass 22-13 to kick off 2026, and we will see you next time.